Hello and welcome to Culture City TV, the YouTube channel showcasing the best culture from Liverpool and beyond. Today we're back in the Vinyl Bar in Lark Lane with Pete Riley. Right, mate, thanks for joining us today.
It's a pleasure.
Now, you've recently came back to Liverpool after being in the States for about 10 years. I mean, what's it like over there? Because you're with your band Treehouse.
Yeah, we signed, my band Treehouse signed in 1997. We went over there. We were told by everyone not to go because it would be a waste of time and a waste of money. But we went over and did a bunch of shows in '96. We did about a month's worth of gigs, and then we came back. And when we got back to the UK, we had a couple of labels, Sony and one of them being Atlantic, who were interested, who'd seen us play. So we went back and we signed with them, and we were out there for 2 years with Treehouse. Then I came back to the UK when Treehouse was all done, and I had about 6 months of not really knowing what I was going to do, and then I got a call off Edwin McCain and went out with Edwin, and what was meant to be a 6-month tour with Edwin turned into 10 years. So I ended up spending a decade out there with Edwin.
I mean, what's it like being with him? Because he's quite a big name in America.
Yeah.
Not really that well known here.
Touring with Edwin was amazing. I mean, you know, we were playing like theatres, you know, mainly theatres every night. And yeah, I mean, America's just a brilliant place to play music. It's, you know, it's got the history of music that's come out of America is incredible, and everyone's always trying to get there, and it's like if you've played America, you've made it, and I think there's definitely an element of that that's true, you know. I
mean, and then you were touring with Hootie and the Blowfish as well.
Yeah.
That must have been quite good.
Yeah, well that was when Treehouse, we're kind of going back to Treehouse, because we got signed, you know, we were playing the likes of the Lomax in Liverpool and doing pretty well, filling it and thinking we were, you know, giving ourselves a big pat on the back. And then we got signed to Atlantic, and they put us out with Hootie, because Hootie had on Atlantic as an opening act. And we went from playing in front of 200 people. I think our first gig with Hootie, we played in front of, I think it was 20,000 people. So it was bonkers. We were, you know, looking at each other on stage, like just giggling like little kids. Yeah, it was mad. And we did like a whole tour with Hootie, and then we went to Europe. We did a European tour with them, and then we came back to the UK.
Yeah, and then, I mean, come back to the UK after such a long time. Did you miss Liverpool?
Oh yeah, I think so. I think you know, my family's still in Liverpool, so you know, the way it worked was I'd spend, you know, 2 or 3 months at a time in the States, and then come back for a month, and then I'd go back over, and that's generally the way it was. But I mean, the difficult thing was Treehouse were getting a pretty good name in Liverpool, so it was in the Northwest and in the UK, so it was difficult to then walk away from all that and start again in America. But because we were signed by Atlantic America, we kind of had to do that. So going back, you know, we went there for 2 years, and then coming back to the UK, we lost a little bit of the momentum, I think. And you know, that's probably why, in hindsight, we probably split, you know.
Yeah, and then now you're back in little rumour, we've heard that you're with our mate Ali and Henry Priestman as well, writing some stuff for Ali. How's that coming along? It's
coming along great. Ali's fantastic, as is good old Henry, and Henry invited me to come check him out on the Christians. Ali was opening for the Christians, and so I went down and checked him out, and I thought he was amazing. And as a result of that, Henry and Ali and I have written, I think, 2 or 3 songs. We're going to aim at doing 4, and then we're going to go to Henry's studio and record them and see what happens.
I know you're currently touring with Cardiff singer and songwriter Amy Watch. I mean, how did that come about?
Well, that came about, we were both writing for a Liverpool artist actually called Jade Gallagher. I don't know if you've heard of Jade, she's brilliant. And Amy and I were writing tracks for a new album, and we'd finished that, and we carried on writing for other people, and it was, I think we were working on, I can't remember who the artist was, but we'd done about 4 songs, and this was after we'd written for Jade, and Amy said, you know, these songs are sounding great, why don't we should do them, and not give them to to this artist, because sometimes you know, when you've written something that you really feel is strong, you kind of go, do I give it away or do I keep it? And so that's how it kind of came about. We were like, you know what, sod it, we'll do it. We'll do a duo, and you know, we'll put an album out. So we put the first album out, Rivers Apart. I think that was about 2 years ago. Yeah. And we're just about to release our second album.
And then how's that come along? The new album. The
new album's finished now, and it's due for well, it's actually it got released, distributed in Asda, Tesco's, all the usual places. We're just about to start a tour in March, which kicks off in Sturminster on the 14th, and we play our Liverpool show on the 30th at the Philharmonic, and we're basically out the whole year.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
And then what are you going to sing for us today?
I'm going to do a couple off the new album. In fact, I think they're all off the new album. After the Parade, Song for Holly, and Hard Luck Cafe.
Brilliant. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, me
Thanks
too.
very much.
Thank you. Talking to myself again, but the argument is over, and I don't know which way to turn, but I don't like myself again. So